Harry.
We're the BS Travelers. We're here live today at the Palermo
Pt4 race course. This is Harry.
We're the BS Travelers. Thanks for joining us here for our sunset cocktail party on the rooftop of our building today.
Yep.
Yeah, we're coming at you live still from Buenos Aires. We're wrapping up our time here the last couple weeks that we're exploring the city, and we're going to be moving on soon. So we wanted to tell you what we've been up to the last couple days.
Sure.
So,
where do you want to start?
Yeah, let's start about today. Yes. A friend of mine took me off to this great thing here in Buenos Aires, and it's the racetrack. It's the
Hippodromo.
Nice job on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hippodromo de Palermo.
Yeah, we spent the day at the race course today, and it was an awesome experience.
It was free.
It was
Walk
free.
Right in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Get to view some horses. What about, okay, so we do have like a little preview of, we thought it was a race we were seeing. I think it was the end of the race. We thought they were going to run by us, but it was sort of like after the fact.
Yeah.
So we caught a glimpse of the initial race, got a video, but then remember we saw like I think the second, or no, the warm up to the second race. There was a horse sort of warming up, sort of just, I guess trotting by, not maybe galloping, right?
Doing his warm up.
Yeah, and it totally just broke its leg right in front of us. It was like, what?
Yeah.
The whole crowd went, oh. And we're like, oh my gosh, right in front of where we were sitting. It was so dramatic. They had to bring out like the tractor, the trailer to get him off.
The horse ambulance.
Oh my lord. But then they started the race.
Yeah, we got to see 3 full races today, which was kind of fun. We didn't bet. We didn't feel like betting, or didn't know the Spanish enough probably to place any bets,
no,
right?
we didn't want to waste our money.
No, we didn't.
We would probably lose.
No, but a great day. I had a jockey come up to me. I got to pet his horse, and we got to see, just the whole ambience of the whole racetrack community here.
One thing we were a little disappointed by, just so in case you end up there, is that we're really counting on having lunch, sort of from the grandstand, looking down, watching the race. Nearly impossible to do that.
Right.
I don't know why, but we were trying to sneak by people to do it. Tables were always reserved. One area we couldn't even, no matter what we did, we couldn't, seem to get into that area. We kept getting pushed away by security.
Yeah.
So there's some hamburger stands, there's some popcorn. Big, I think, tip is to bring some sort of picnic. There's tables there if you get there early. Bring a bottle of wine.
Yeah, we
bring
saw
some Cokes,
a lot of
waters,
families, right, bringing their
yes.
picnic lunches and some drinks and kind of enjoying the day. We wish we would have known that. So that's a budget savvy tip for you.
And if we get the chance next time, we're definitely going to do that in the next 2 weeks we have here. Just to bring a little picnic lunch. I mean, that would be a fabulous lunch, don't you think?
Yeah, just to be able to pack something and be able to sit and spread out and kind of enjoy the races. But it was a really cool thing, and not something typically I think a lot of people would do on an RTW trip or a backpacking trip, but spend the day there at the racehorse park and
and you're able to just literally walk right up to the race course. Right where we were in the video and just watch the horses.
Yeah.
And we've never done that before.
No.
At least I've never done that before.
No, get in the action and kind of see
cool
everything
just to see that.
firsthand. Yeah.
And my lord, do they run so fast. You're there. It's unbelievable.
It was beautiful horses.
So I think we need to address the bandana. You didn't mention the bandana yet.
Yeah, if you didn't
People
notice.
are probably saying, what the hell is
Why is Harry
right
wearing a bandana? Well, we had a viewer let us know that
viewers, right? They're
viewers.
complaining that I'm too serious.
Harry's too serious, so he's kind of let loose with his bandana.
Well, the crazy Harry, I've walked around Buenos Aires all the day like this. No.
No, you didn't.
Just
But for taping purposes, yeah, he's got his bandana on. He's trying to let loose a little bit.
Yes, here it is, letting loose.
Having our cocktails on the rooftop, right?
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
And let's address the cocktails, Robert, because they're probably thinking this looks like warm milk.
Oh my gosh. We found this juice in the grocery store, right? And we had no idea what we were buying.
I thought it was pineapple juice because
Right.
it had a big pineapple on it.
Yeah, but it's like soy-infused pineapple juice, and it's delicious. We have it mixed up with a little vodka that we found at a grocery store. So cheap, right?
2 blocks away, 75 pesos.
Yeah, which is
About $5. So a whole bottle of Smirnoff, which we probably shouldn't have bought.
No, probably
But we're
not.
using it wisely.
Right.
Don't use, don't abuse, right?
Right.
For our younger viewers.
Anyway.
Okay, so let's go back to maybe the start of the last week, since we touched base.
Yeah, last time.
We went back to what is it? The 4th of February.
Third.
Park? 3rd of February park.
Yes.
So really nice.
Oh, it was
they
a
have
beautiful park,
rose garden there. You can walk
We
around.
had a great
park.
day there, didn't we?
And a huge path. So we're planning on visiting that hopefully in the next 2 weeks to get some exercise because we have not exercised at all. So at least go there, get some laps in, do some exercise. They have a ton of group activities there.
Right.
But they also have like little bridges and ponds and beautiful city.
The Rose Garden was beautiful.
Amazing.
We spent almost a half afternoon there, and it was all for free in this beautiful like garden, rose garden, and it was just a great place to enjoy it.
When we hit up the same sausage vendor, new guy, but the same sausage vendor, and so a lot of people who know us dearly know that we're like always rubbing our hands with Purell, washing our hands.
Yes, and actually I had a dear friend of mine even say, how are you going to do this, Audrey? Because you and Harry are such germophobics. I don't understand how you could just get off and backpack.
We have been a lot better in the last.
We have been. We've kind of been let loose a little bit because you kind of have to be. I mean, we don't have a dishwasher. I mean, normally for someone like me not to run my dishes through the dishwasher, it's like, ugh.
So like our first week, we went to the same sausage guy.
Yes.
The sausage
very
guy.
Professional. Very professional.
No, I don't know
yeah,
about
he was.
He was taking the money and making the sausage and taking the money, and then there were no gloves, there was nothing, and he's putting his hand in his pocket, taking the sausage.
All right, I chose not to look at that
Talking on his cell phone, then talking on his cell phone.
Oh, this is the new guy.
No, that was the old guy.
Oh.
I think. So, you know, cell phones are known to have all kinds of feces and everything else on them, blah, blah, blah.
Note to the viewers, this is going to be a little down and dirty episode. We have a lot of weird things to talk about this one, I think, right?
Just the norm.
Anyway, so let me explain, because I'm the one that saw it. I'm the one that saw it.
And I'm just like, I am ignoring, when I see this stuff, I'm just going to my happy
It's better
place.
not to even look.
Yes.
So the man takes the sausage roll, and he's got this dirty white apron full of grease. Yeah, he's kind of on the hefty side.
He's large.
He takes the sausage, and he's cutting it on his shirt. Full of the dirty, greasy, sausage, messy.
Like on the top of his belly.
Yeah. And we just went with it. And you know what? Stomachs were fine. We didn't have any issues.
Yeah, but then he was, you know, obviously you take the money, and then I think he may have had, it was either that guy or the guy before had the cell phone. So you're like, cell phones, money. Everyone knows like money is like the dirtiest thing you could touch.
And cell phones filthy, yes.
So we ate it, actually, yeah, exactly, no problem. We drink and another thing, we drink the water right out of it.
That's true, because we had asked a couple of fellow travelers that we met up before we left, right?
Graffle.
Oh,
right?
Tap water.
Yeah.
Harry's showing off how he's learning his Spanish here.
We say the faucet water.
But we did ask a couple travelers before we left if they drank the water here, and they said, no, we kind of stuck to the bottled water. Yeah. But we've been drinking it, and our stomachs have been fine, so I feel like we've been saving a lot of money not having to buy bottled water. Their water here is actually really good.
Because once they know you're English, or speaking English, you know, everyone tries to sell you bottled water.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we just want the faucet water. Because we don't know how to say bottled water, so we say faucet water.
We're trying really hard, I think.
Yeah, no, but it's saving us a ton of money. I won't say a ton, but it's saving us a few dollars a day.
Well, we're on weird topics. Let's just go for it.
All right.
Let's just go for it.
So, I don't know what we were even doing.
Shopping.
Okay, yeah.
We were doing some local shopping. And
oh, yes, we walked into it. I don't know what we were doing. We were just kind of going into like pharmacies.
Pharmacies.
But not pharmacy.
Kind of just like, I don't know, almost reminding me of like a dollar store with the odds and ends and
like
a bunch
the Osco of the Jewel Osco. Like you always like to talk about Jewel
Harry,
Osco.
why do you keep bringing up these Chicago references that nobody might know about?
So it's the Osco part, right? With like the shaving cream, men's products, women's products.
Some kitchen items, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, you know, I have my backpack, and I'm like standing there, and Audrey's like, it's sort of funny because Audrey's like in the, I don't know, feminine hygiene section, right? And I'm just standing there, and I'm like looking around. I notice like there's three women in the store. One is to my right shoulder, one is to my left, and then one is right behind Audrey. So I'm like surrounded, I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Why am I surrounded? Like,
yeah, they were following you. They were scoping him out.
I'm not in here for the Kotex. I'm not going to steal all these Kotex. You know, it's like, no, I don't. You know.
Yeah.
So then, of course, we leave, right? And then we go into the next shop. And oh, you were looking for, maybe it was patches. You know, like Argentina's flag patches.
Yeah, I have a collection of patches that I like to.
So then we were in the next one, and this one had just tons of just clutter like that. And some woman's like, you know, you need to get out of the store. You have a backpack on, which was translated non-verbally to me by, you know, get out.
Right.
Right. So then I realized, okay, they don't think I'm trying to steal all these Kotex. And then I'm like, what would you call it, like the Kotex thief? It's that
It was just very odd.
And this is like our third week in.
Sure.
And I've been wearing backpacks through all these stores. And this is like the theme here. You're not supposed to wear a backpack in the store.
Right.
And same thing today, like in the casino. There's a casino at the racetrack. Walking through it, we didn't gamble.
Which is so funny because I carry around this side satchel, which you see on our blog, right? We wrote, we have 2 write-ups about the backpack you carry and the satchel I carry, and they don't have any issues with the women carrying their purses or their satchels. It's the men with the backpacks that just kind of turn them off. So, needless to say,
but we realized in the end that it wasn't about the Kotex. It wasn't, they didn't think I was some Kotex thief.
no. And while we're on weird topics here, ladies, they don't sell tampons here. So I did hear this, but I need to tell our female viewers, if you want to,
This is when we take our break, because Audrey's going on about her Kotex.
why? It's important.
Next. Do you want to talk about the closed door restaurant?
Huh?
The closed door restaurant. So a big theme here is closed door restaurants. Right?
Yeah.
So the thing
where
is,
does
yeah, you go to the website. They don't have an address. You have to make a reservation, and they email you the address. Right.
Right.
Essentially.
So we did it for our anniversary.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like you're going to like a family house to have dinner. But the one we went to was called Oche Once. It was more like you walked in and it was a restaurant. It was more like a restaurant in a house. It didn't seem like you're going to someone's house to eat. The food was good. Service was a little weak, I thought. But overall, it was a very cool experience, right? But when you look these up, just make sure, if you're looking for that experience of you're walking into like a true, to me a closed door restaurant is, you're walking in, you're having dinner as a group, at the family, as like almost like a family at a table. Not so individual. I mean, we were at our own table at Oche Once. So if you're looking for
like
that,
a restaurant.
Yeah, it felt just like a restaurant. So if you just understand that there's going to be a difference between these closed door restaurants. And we're going to another one the day before Audrey's birthday to celebrate her birthday. That's going to be more like this family style sort of environment, right? So I think that'll be really cool. We'll fill you in on how that went and sort of compare it against this last one we went to. So that was cool.
Right. What else do we do for anniversary?
Bonaventura
Tours.
Bonaventura Tour trips. Bonaventura trips. So that was very cool. So the guy, Tommy, or Tomas, right? He offered 3 different kind of trips. He offered the Delta, which was like the boat cruise, Boca tour, and then I think just like a Santelmo, like a historic district tour.
And Recoleta tour, right?
Okay, yeah. I think that was probably part of the story. So we decided to do the river tour,
right?
And that was awesome. It was $120 for both of us for the whole day. So he picked us up at the apartment / condo to get fancy, and then we drove about, I don't know, at least a half hour, right? 40 minutes to get up to the Tigre River. And so we got there. We got a boat. We went on a tour. He said they're usually 2 hours long. He was having such a good time with us. And because we were taking all this cool video for it, it ended up being 3.5 hours. So we went almost twice as long as the normal tour. Even if it was 2 hours, awesome time, awesome guide, highly recommended. We'll have just the site where you can reach him. He's updating his website right now. He's going to add our videos to it. So that'll be really cool. If you're ever here, highly recommend it. There's not a lot of tours like him. More of what he does is like the comparisons to him are more of the mass tours. If you want that private tour, $120 all day, fabulous.
Just a great value for what we're getting, right? Yeah. Because you have a private guide with you the entire day. You're out on the water on his family's boat. I mean, great value, I think, for a private tour here in Buenos Aires.
He even threw in like a museum visit, little things. Went to like a local cafe, local parks, sort of a cool beach bar.
Oh yeah, at the end of our day,
that you would never get to out here on your own. I mean, it would just to get there would probably cost $50.
Sure.
There and back.
And we got to have that great view of Buenos Aires, the city in the background, on the boat, and then at the beach bar that we went to. Just a great opportunity to be able to have the whole city in the background and get that perspective of Buenos Aires.
Awesome trip.
Friday, we went to the local art museum, right? It was the highlight of...
Yeah. I
guess that you could say it's one of their best art museums,
probably,
right?
Yeah, I mean, it has the most famous works of art, for sure.
Monet.
Van Gogh. Who else?
Paul Cézanne.
Yeah, you get the idea.
Right, but where could you say, like in Chicago?
Yeah, we compared it. We just said, okay, well, what does the Chicago Art Institute cost about?
Right.
$20 per person.
Right.
This one, free.
It's so nice. They open up the art museum to all the community, and they say that this should be experienced by all the, all the people of the city. And so we got to tap into that great experience.
And just like today with the horse track, right? Find those things that are free, because you know what? Most likely they're going to be a good time. You can make the best of them, make the day of them, and you know what? You didn't spend anything.
And we're going to have a link on our website, right? That's going to tell our viewers all the different things that we've experienced in Buenos Aires this last couple weeks for minimal or no cost. So, yeah.
Hopefully I'll have a better look in the next vlog. Let's pray.
Yeah.
Other than that, cheers.
That sums it up.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
On another episode.
Yeah,
Stay tuned for episode number 5.